Hey guys, welcome to CrossFit Dunedin WOD League Week 2. Just to recap last week, WOD League Week 1. Energetic night, I loved it. A lot of people, 50 people competing, very intense. Mike from Am I Fit, an outsider, came in first place with 216 repetitions last week. Lee Martel, CrossFit Dunedin girl, scored 159 repetitions. Who was going to come up out of the girls' rank? Push her this week. Men's division, who's going to take it off Mike? We can't let an outsider rain on that parade. This week, week 2, we have an ascending Diane ladder. Diane is traditionally deadlift and handstand push-up. For our RX division, you're going to open with 50 double unders. From there, you get to move to 3 deadlifts. Men, 100 kilos, women, 70 kilos. Into 3 handstand push-up. From there you run straight back to deadlift, you perform 6 deadlift, 6 handstand push-up, 9 deadlift, 9 handstand push-up, so on, etc. until the 7-minute time cap is up. Okay, and your score will be total number of repetitions completed. Scale division. Scale, you're going to open with 100 single unders. Everybody can perform a single under, otherwise you have the next week to learn it. From there, you'll also perform 3 deadlifts. Deadlifts, men, 60 kilos, woman, 40 kilos. And instead of handstand push-up, you'll be doing a hand release push-up. The same style as ascending ladder, 3 reps, 6 reps, 9 repetitions. Okay, let's go have a look at the RX option. RX, I have my stations, I have my setup. Double unders, a double under, the rope must pass under the feet. 2 full revolutions per jump. Cool. If you break that rep not be counted, you continue on. Your skipping. Your judge will let you know your repetition where you're at. Your deadlift. Bar must start on the ground. I know I had 60 kilos. This is the scale of men's weight. You start in the upright position. Hands placed on the bar. You can choose overhand, underhand, reverse grip, hook grip, mixed grip, any way possible. Lift that bar up until the shoulders are drawn behind the bar, hips and knees fully extended, okay? Touch, up. You can drop the bar and lift it back up. That is acceptable. But if you lift the bar up to here, I'm not fully locked out, and drop it, that will be no rep. You must lock out that repetition. After I perform my first 3 repetitions of deadlift, I will head over to my handstand push-up station. The handstand push-up, we have 36 inches across, 24 inches deep. That is the range you must stay in. The tape marking, coming close. The webbing in your fingers must not exceed the outside of that line. Okay, so this is a no rep. Your hand, okay, must be inside. To play it safe, I would start in here, because as you get tired, they are going to slip out. Your handstand push-up, full extension at the top. Your feet must be on the wall at the top of the repetition. You come down, your head must touch some part of the mat, full extended at the top, feet back on the wall. Okay, strip is acceptable. Kipping is also acceptable. If you kick down before your feet have come together and touching the wall, and if you kick down too early, you'll be no rep for it. Unacceptable is also feet too wide. Your feet must finish inside your shoulder width at the top of the repetition. Having your feet out here is a no rep. That is your RX. Okay, your RX division. It's double unders, deadlift, handstand push-up. For the scale, the deadlift is exactly the same, except you have a slightly lighter weight. Your skipping will be a single under. The rope just must pass under the feet 1 revolution, and you're doing this 100 times. Okay? It's a 2-foot jump. There will not be any running on the rope. It is 2 feet jump, single skips. your hand release push-up. Now this is where we get very technical on the hand release push-up. Hand release push-up. Repetition starts at the bottom. Tight body position. Note my kneecaps off the ground, my feet are together. If your feet are outside your shoulder width apart, it will be no rep. Feet together. Hand release. On the release of my hands, note my chest or my nipple and above is touching the mat. If you struggle to achieve that at the bottom because of your flexibility, tough cookies, get more flexible. You need to release your hands to a point where you can lie your chest on the mat. Hands down, push up. Full extension at the top is when you're tight body position, you haven't rolled up, your hips are not lagging behind, and your judge calls your rep. If you do this and come back down before your judge calls a rep, it will be deemed a no rep, i.e. your push-ups would have looked like that. Your judge ain't going to say anything until your hips achieve that height we're looking for. It is tight body position, good rep, 3, no rep, 4, 5, good rep. Down, if I'm holding here, okay, my chest is not touching the ground, no rep. Yes rep. Got that? We're going to be very anal about that on that night, and I'll make sure your judge is watching you carefully. If you need a stretch beforehand, I suggest to. That is our Diane Lana. I'll see you Friday night. Remember, drinks after. We had a great electric atmosphere last time, and I hope to achieve that again. See you then.
Coach Thompson, one question before we leave off. If an athlete takes a look at the workout and they are trying to decide upon the RX or the scale division, what would be your guidelines to them and regarding the points table?
Yes, now, interesting question. If you hadn't heard that, Coach Hughes mentioned the question regarding the point system, how that works. Let's say we split the field down the middle, half choose RX, half choose scaled. You get first in RX, you'll be awarded 1 point. Remember, at the end of the 5 weeks, or the 10 weeks of 5 workouts, lowest point wins. You get 1 point for first in RX, 2 points for second, 3 for third, 4 for fourth, so on, males and females. In the scale division, if you win, you'll be awarded 2 points. If you get second, you'll be awarded 4 points, third place, 6 points. So your positioning, or where you finish in your placing in scale, will be doubled. But at the end, the tables will be merged, so that's where the tactics come into it. If, say for tonight, or this workout here, if everybody entered in the RX, I might just choose to go scaled, perform poorly, still win, and take 2 points. It's just tactics. So that is part of the strategy as well. You must have your decision on the night, okay? You cannot perform at RX today and do it scaled tomorrow. You get one shot at this workout, one shot only. Cool.